On this show, we speak our minds and open yours. This is
Bongari Drama.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is
Bongari Drama.
It's the headlines.
Selling fake medical certificates is big business in Cape Town, and 8 killed by truck driver on New York bike path in cowardly act of terror. A very good afternoon. I am Rose Rataga. A list of 10 illegally practicing or unregistered medical practitioners issuing bogus medical certificates for people to get off work in the Western Cape has been released by the Health Profession Council of South Africa, HPCSA. The aim is to create awareness among employers, employees, and the public. Spokesperson Priscilla Sekhonyana says the HPCSA has in its possession 28 fake medical certificates reported to the Cape Town office. Ground Up reported in 2015 that fake medical certificates were being sold in Katlehong on the East Rand in Johannesburg. Last week, the HPCSA released in a statement saying during an inspection at the Lister Medical Center in Johannesburg, 8 people were arrested for practicing illegally. The selling of fake medical certificates is also a business in Cape Town. Ground Up tracked down 3 different people who were selling fake medical certificates, but only one would speak about the practice and on one condition of anonymity. Operating from an informal settlement in Khayelitsha, Luyolo, not his real name, says selling medical certificates is big business and he has been doing it for many years. A man in a rented pickup truck mowed down pedestrians and cyclists along a busy bike path near the World Trade Center Memorial on Tuesday, killing at least 8 and seriously injuring 11 in what the mayor called a particularly cowardly act of terror. The driver was shot in the abdomen by police after jumping out of the truck with what turned out to be a fake gun in each hand and shouting what witnesses says was Allahu Akbar, Arabic for God is great. Authorities said the man underwent surgery and was in critical condition but was expected to survive. The driver barreled along the bike path in a rented Home Depot truck for the equivalent of about 14 blocks or around 0.8 of a mile before slamming into a small yellow school bus. The mayhem and the burst of police gunfire set off panic in the neighborhood and left the pavement strewn with mangled bicycles and bodies that were soon covered with sheets. Those were your news headlines. Coming up is your sports bulletin at 2:30. Temperatures are 27 in Johannesburg, 28 in Lagos, and 7 degrees in Washington, D.C. Next up is the Dramatic Talk with Bongani Drama.
Down a couple drinks, man, yo, too lit. Straight up for limousine, Bombay, go dance. Get it fucked up at the phone, shit, ayy, ooh, now talking about smelling down, and now, ooh, yeah, you finna get off the ground, you so used to living life at a height, you so used to not looking at the price, and you ain't even 21 years, but girl, you were something, you wildin' on, yeah, sing along to Lil Uzi, trap along to some Gucci, shawty just what you Louis, I don't want you to lose it, anyway keep it moving, this feeling like a movie, shawty be giving me action, shawty be giving me boosty, saying she a high life OG, making me feel a coochie, making me feel a coochie, fucking the Kelly Uchis, make you forget your ex boy, you be like new dick, who this, feeling don't think you Jesus, shawty I thought you Jewish.
Produced by Luca Williams. This one is titled High Life on brandliveradio.co.za. Folks, another fantastic Wednesday afternoon. Hacking your internet is Bongani Drama right here on the Dramatic Drive. Thank you so much for streaming in. We're going to have an amazing one. We were not here last week. Obviously, on social media platforms, Brand Live did mention that we're going through some technical issues. However, we are back on air and we are really, really glad and glad that you're going to be with us this afternoon. Coming up, folks, on the show, in the Convo Corner, we are going to be talking one-night stands. What is a one-night stand? Have you ever been part of it? Have you ever been, in it? Tell me your story on hashtag the Convo Corner at Bongani_drama on Twitter, at Brand Live Radio on Twitter as well, at Bongani Drama on Facebook, as Brand Live .co.za as well on Facebook. One-night stand. Let's have a chat. The drama team is coming through as well. MT apologizes for showing off his Mandingo on social media, and Remy Marlins' new album deal teams with Lil Kim for Nikki Attack. We're also going to be having a cheer and chat with CEO and co-founder of Actor Spaces, that is Ayanda Sitebe, who's going to be, telling us a little bit about what Actor Spaces is about, and their up-and-coming Actor Spaces workshops as well coming through. On Fashion Fad, we'll look at Carlton Hair announces their official hair partnership with ASA Fashion Week and we're looking at Fashion Awards 2017 nominee Kaya Gaba and Audua up against Gigi and Bella Hadid for Best Model as well. It's going to be quite an interesting show, folks, and we're hoping that you're going to have quite an amazing one as well. The 1st of November 2017, the year is already saying goodbye to us. It is, I always say that I always feel it at this time of the year. Every year I'm always feeling exhausted, but like extremely exhausted. Not even like I'm just exhausted and I'll be up, but I feel extremely exhausted. And I think because the year has been quite amazing.
Yeah, it's been quite a great year so far, and I can't believe we're a month away from 2018.
Right?
Wow,
how fantastic is that?
It really drifted so quickly.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. It's quite something that is really stunning as well. So we are gunning for 2018, and we're hoping that is going to be quite amazing. There's still a few days left. If you still have something that you haven't done for yourself, or something that you've always wanted to do for this year, you still have a few days left. And you still have about 29 days left for the month of November to end, and another month left. Before 2017 says goodbye to us. Now, something very interesting, Rose, is that Michael Jackson is Forbes' top earning dead celebrity. I didn't know that dead celebrities are still making a fortune, right? Now, the top 10 coming up on number 1 is Michael Jackson making $825 million, with Charles Schultz, who's making $48 million. Arnold Palmer is making a good $40 million, with Elvis Presley making a good $27 million. Coming up in number 5 is Prince Purple Rain making $25 million, and Bob Marley is making $21 million, with Theodore, Dr. Seuss Giselle making a good $20 million. John Lennon making $12 million, and Albert Einstein, the scientist, is still making money. He's making $11.5 million. And coming up at number 10 is Betty Page, who's making $11 million as well. So hey, dead celebrities are making quite a fortune for themselves, yeah?
Actually, Albert Einstein's theory was on auction last week, so I'm not surprised when he's still...
It was on auction?
On auction, one of his theories.
All right.
So it was sold for, I think, $8 million.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
So, but who's earning this money?
Probably the families, obviously, and if you have kids, and the kids are probably taken to school by the same money. So yeah, it's quite a thing, yeah.
They are probably resting in peace. Hey?
They are resting in peace. Alrighty, folks, it's 9 after 2 Central African time on brandliveradio.co.za. Welcome to Dramatic Talk, straight to it, the Convo Corner.
As Kulumeni in the Convo Corner.
Check this out.
It's time for the Convo Corner.
It is absolutely time for the Convo Corner, and we are really just talking one-night stands. I think the reason why the one-night stands debacle was, posted up, or we had to talk about it, because a week before we were talking about the
booty
calls. And I remember the argument that was going on right here in studio, the fact that a one-night stand is a booty call, or a booty call is a one-night stand, right?
Right.
And I don't know if that's still a thing. I don't know if we are still in argument with that here, team in studio. I don't know. Are we still in argument with that a one-night stand is still a booty call, or a booty call is still one-night stand?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Now, a one-night stand is a single sexual encounter in which there is an expectation that there shall be no further relations between the sexual participants. Now, the practice can be described as sexual activity without emotional commitment or future involvement. Is that the same as a booty call?
I mean, they're quite similar though, because there's also an agreement here. It's you can sign a contract or whatever, but we're admitting that feelings shouldn't be involved, or they're going to ruin like the whole situation.
Yeah,
it's still a situationship, but obviously people have their own views on one night stands versus booty call.
Booty call, absolutely. But obviously, with a one night stand, it happens on that night, and that's it.
Yeah.
With a booty call, it happens regularly. You know, it's something that really happens over time, that you be calling this person or whatever the case may be, right? Have you ever been part of a one night stand?
No.
Rose? Have you never been part of it?
Mm-mm.
Would you like to be part of it one day?
No.
Okay. Why? Do you have any reason why?
No, I just don't think I'd appreciate
Being in a one-night stand,
meeting a guy and
going to
home
bed with
him.
Yeah,
and I've just met him at a turn up for the first time.
Absolutely.
And now we're going to have sexual relations. No, thank you.
So it can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now, it has been noted that the one-night stand is the most common form of infidelity, and it's often used in research, polls, and surveys to define the levels of promiscuity in a society at any given time. It has also been suggested that such an act can be, as threatening to a relationship as a long-time affair, because a one-night stand can get into a long-time affair, whatever the case may be. Now, a one-night stand can be more dangerous than finding a lover with mutual considerations. The scenario is good for the business traveler who has the ads, or the odds in his or your favor. However, it is very important to know with whom you are getting into bed with. Even for just one night, no one should be exempt from causing you a problem, no matter the distance or the circumstance as well. I really think that's important. Now, a one-night stand is, still a form of infidelity, like we said. It is quite, most promiscuous as much as we can think about. And it can be just as damaging for you and your partner if discovered. So if your partner finds out, or if anyone really, finds out about it, if you are in a relationship, then, it's a wrap.
It's quite dangerous as well, because you sleeping with a stranger for one night. You don't know what they come with. They might kill you at the end of whatever happens.
Absolutely.
Or, you might get sick from that.
You
don't know this person. They're
Absolutely.
a complete stranger. So I think that's the dangers of a one night stand versus a booty call, because with the booty call, this person and you guys are constantly calling each other.
Absolutely true.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. Now, some women have suggested that women who feel sexually insecure or unfulfilled should seek out a one-night stand for personal growth and fulfillment. Look. With women, it's always women are always just trying to better themselves up, but it's still infidelity. If you are feeling sexually frustrated, or you're feeling that you're not loved, or you want to grow, why go for a one-night stand? I don't understand it.
Yeah, and I beg to differ. As women, if we're trying to better ourselves, we cannot better ourselves through sex.
Absolutely.
Yes, we've been sexualized over the years, but we cannot reinforce that idea.
Absolutely true.
So, no.
Yeah, right. So you're not gunning for that, yeah?
I am definitely not
going for it. Alrighty, so here are some of the facts that you need to know about one-night stands and how actually your one-night stand could, some do and don'ts basically of one-night stands. The protection plan to do. Remember the importance of wrapping it up. Bring a condom with you before going out. If you forget, discreetly stop and pick one up before you head home. Otherwise, stick with everything but intercourse. Better to be safe than sorry. You mentioned how you might be getting sick, right? And the don't get too caught up in the moment to use a condom. Huddling foreplay for a couple of minutes to grab a rubber is a way better scenario than dealing with an STI or unplanned pregnancy later on.
Yes, and then you don't know when the baby arrives.
Yeah.
Then you can't even explain to the poor child how or where they were conceived.
Absolutely.
Because you don't even know who the father is.
And then you'll say, baby's, it's a mistake or whatever the case may be. Now, the other one is the dirty details. Consider talking about your fantasies, suggests, the writer. One-night stands can be great for sexual experimentation as long as everyone is on the same page of what is going to happen, right? So similar to that of a booty call, we need to have have a clear conscience of what's going to happen, right? How are we going to do with it? It's just a one night stand. Don't call me. We're not going to call each other. When we do it, we are done and we're going home. That don't do anything freaky if it wasn't discussed ahead of time. So you can't be saying, turn around, let me spank you, if we didn't discuss that. Or for instance, don't tell someone that you want them to call out, whatever the case may be, while engaging in vigorous intercourse. This was, if it wasn't agreed beforehand, you know what I mean? Now, the sloppy situation, the do's. Before you go home with someone while drinking, assess whether she or he seems sober enough to be making a clear, rational decision. If you feel like, she had too much to drink, set her up on your couch with water and Advil. It's really respectful to her, and you'll feel better about yourself in the morning too, because then you'll understand that in actual fact, you are not really just, doing something because of sexual intercourse, but also because you really think of the next person. All right? And, the don't is, this goes without saying, but don't try and persuade her to have sexual intercourse, or asking a second and third time will only make you look desperate and annoying. No means no, period. And that's it. That talk, right? And that's it. Now, the talk, if you're not looking for anything serious, just say so. It's much better to be upfront about what you want, if she or he is not confused, and it'll save you looking like someone who's dumb or dumbfounded, or whatever the case may be. So that's why I'm saying that it needs to be as pointedly as possibly as we can. The exit strategy, folks, the do's. Now, offer her or him a cab. No, I don't think him, but her rather, money or a ride home. Guys rarely, if ever, consider this simple, gentlemanly gesture. Plus, if, or it will soften the blow that comes with uncomfortable departures, as she'll appreciate it more than you know. Don't make up a lame excuse about why she has to leave. Like I totally forgot I have breakfast with my mom at 10 a.m. Just tell it as it is. That at 10 a.m. you need to be out. We mentioned that it's just a one night thing, and just go home. So don't make up, excuses. The morning after. Now, do whether or not she wants to have a, morning sexual intercourse. So ask if she does want to have one. Wrap your arm around her and gently stroke her stomach or kiss her in the neck. If she doesn't take the bait, she's not into it. Now, if she reciprocates, do her a favor and brush your teeth first, right?
I keep hearing you say she. Why is this one night stand a girl though?
But I mean, you know what? With most cases, that's what it is. With most cases, 89% of the time, is the guy that took the girl to wherever the case may be, or it should be both the guys if it's a homosexual relationship. However, if it's a man, and as a woman, I don't know if women would like to be seen as desperate, that in the morning they start rubbing the other half, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but I mean, as a woman, you made the decision to go sleep with this man. Sometimes the man spends if you're a woman who understands herself, then you might be the one taking him home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I guess
it's double-sided.
That's absolutely true.
Because both women and men, or whoever is in the situation, have discussed that we're going home tonight and we're going to have porñacos.
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
So
Women
are not fragile. I don't think they're that fragile with
because
with
feminists, you think that feminists, women who are feminists, who would go, but no, then we look more desperate if I wake up in the morning and I start brushing him, and asking for more.
It's not even about desperation. I mean, I think it's part of the process. If we decide to spoon, then we're spooning at that point in time. Okay. It's not because I want to be cuddled.
Stunning. All right, but then we need to make it clear first. We need to test the waters in the morning to say, are we doing it or not?
True.
All right. The last one coming through is the follow-up, and it means be open to the idea of seeing him or her again. If you happen to hit it off with someone and you're really enjoying their company, there's no reason or, one night stand can't turn into something more as well. Now, don't make promises you can't keep. Don't let someone know you will text them in a few days if you have zero interest in seeing them again. Right? So don't make that mistake. Do not do that. By all means. Alright, folks, that was it for the Convo Corner right on Brain Live Radio on the Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Let us know what you think. Hashtag the Convo Corner. We're going to be keeping the conversation happening throughout the entire show at Bongani_Drama at Brain Live Radio on Twitter, BrainLive.co.za on Facebook as well. Let me know and tell me your interesting one night stand story if you are not afraid, like Tepofela right on my Facebook was saying lol, looking away. So probably had, quite a few one night stands. It's 19 after 2. Folks, coming up is the Dramatainment, and I'm going to be having a chat with CEO and co-founder of Actor Spaces as well. So you and I are just going to be hang 10.
brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Yeah. Is you talking about me, nigga? I mean, don't you got somewhere to be, nigga? Talking loud here, you don't even belong around here. Get the fuck around me, nigga. Cause I know there's fakes in this city. That's why I don't mess with these sissies. I got all my real niggas with me. So what you talking about me, nigga? Hey, I mean, you don't even know about me, nigga. Yeah, I'm coming from a small place, that's why I dream bigger. Cause I know there's no love in this bitch, and my only goal is getting rich, and I'll never switch. So what you talking about me, nigga? Tell me, is you talking about me, nigga? Yeah, is you talking about me? It can't be, is you talking about me? Hold up, I can't let this beat get the best of me, so I'ma pull up. Jimmy gon' roll up. Got 999 if you fuck niggas show up. Got on my side even though I fuck up my commandments. I love to see bad bitches dancing. Not even bragging, I get all my goons from the west. Know my goons from the south got a mansion, so trust it's a must, we gon' go up. Yeah, for all of my niggas that's fucking, they ain't got a choice. I got the direct submission. Forget all these bitches that's flexing. I treat her like she a session. I do all these things cause she lets me. I might even dip in her bestie. She been on my case about that nana. It smell like Teen Spirit Nirvana. She know my ting been like banana. And so, she follow wherever I go. But sorry girl, I don't need baggage. That's why you should jump in that pool cause you nasty. I got the life for niggas wanna match me. Got a drug problem I struggle to manage. So for all you niggas hating on me, you never catch me sober, nigga. So please, is you talking about me, nigga? Yeah, I mean, don't you got somewhere to be, nigga? Talking loud here, you don't even belong around here. Get the fuck around me, nigga. Cause I know there's no love in this bitch.
Nizzy and Jimmy Train talking about me right here on the Dramatic Talk on brandlive.radio.co.za. Quite an amazing track. It's quite a cool track actually. We love it so much, and we're hoping that Nizzy and Jimmy Train are listening through, talking about me. You know, it's good to really see young people doing it out there, and hoping that one day there'll be an AKA or a Kiss Me Fest, whatever the case may be.
And he's really doing great.
Stunning.
I watched him perform a month ago, and yeah,
it's great.
It's
Alrighty.
absolutely great.
Stunning. It's 23 after 2 Central African time on Brand Live Radio.co.za. Time for Dramatainment.
Extra, read all about it.
Scene one, Apple, take one.
It's the Dramatainment.
Yep, it is absolutely time for Dramatainment, where we give you your celebrity stories coming through for the week. And now the first one coming through is MT apologizes for showing off his mandingo on social media. Now on Monday morning, South Africa woke up to a social frenzy, including a penis. Now rapper MT's penis was trending on social media, and MT was on Instagram Live whilst taking a leak and tried to use the other hand, with the phone to flush. Now, the rapper accidentally showed his fans his willy. Now, social media then went on a rampage with some mentioning how small the size is. Now, they went as far as justifying how he once mentioned his father taking him to initiation school. However, the video does not show any of that. Pull up, roll up. Now, he mentions that I've seen the reaction and I'm not sure what I can do about it or how to justify it. I'm aware of what they're saying about me. I'm sorry, and there's not much else I can do. I'm a soldier, so I will, weather the storm and just see what happens. He went on to mention that I was in the lavatory and answering fans' questions on Instagram Live. I needed to pee, but without thinking, I used the same hand I was holding my phone with while I was doing the thing and used the same hand to flush. I didn't even think about it until I realized that, I'd done, and I immediately apologized. I was like, oh no. He was literally shocked. I saw the video, and it's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake that, it happens. It's, you see, here's another thing with, now having cell phones, because we grow up, right? And as a guy or as a woman, before whatever the case may be, when you sit down, you probably wipe, and then you sit down, then you do your thing. And as a guy, you unzip and you do your thing, and you try and get the other hand to help out. So literally, it's in the mind, right? It's literally it's stored there that automatically I'm gonna use the other hand. But because now he has this cell phone that he has on his hand that the brain doesn't even think about, he immediately tries to flush. And what do we see? He's Mandingo.
Oh, but for a ghetto hero, he really shocked us. I mean, social media was blowing up on Monday.
Did you get shocked as well?
I saw the video.
Yeah.
And I know I hear what you're saying. He was in shock as well. He couldn't remember. I mean, that's also the cons of us taking the phone to the bathroom.
Absolutely.
We can't even leave our cell phones for 2 minutes just to take a leak.
Yeah. It's quite a thing, and it's an honest mistake, and I'm hoping that he's recovering from it. Like he's saying, he's a soldier, so we'll see what happens. All right, the next story coming through right here on Dramatic is Remy Ma lands a new album deal. She teams up with Lil Kim for Nicki Attack. Now, Remy Ma's first order of business after landing a new recording deal is teaming up with Lil Kim and shading the hack out of Nicki Minaj. Now, sources close to the deal tell TMZ that Columbia Records exec Sean Holiday signed Remy to a multi-million-dollar deal, and Remy immediately started working with Nicki's arch nemesis Kim. Now, we're told that the track is called Wake Me Up. The track is riddled with subliminal shots at Nicki. Now, sounds like Remy's taking shots at Nicki's relationship with Nas, which publicly at least took off pretty quickly. Now, we told Remy and Kim shot a music video for the track last week in the Bronx. Now, Remy has a new manager too, Vincent Habert, who used the rap his now estranged wife Tama Braxton before she filed for divorce. So yeah, it's one of those American stories, really, celebrity stories, where the other one is working with the other one's ex and they're getting hooked up and there's money involved and there's firing shots to the other one.
Yeah, but Remy Ma is really using Nicki Minaj as the foundation of her career. I mean, doesn't she have other material to rap about?
Well,
I mean, to fetch Lil Kim and do a whole diss track on Nicki Minaj. How long is it going to continue?
It's the game. It's the game. It's
Nicki Minaj is living her life.
It's the game. It's what the game is about. It's one to the other. Just give guns away.
Watch Nicki Minaj pull out the big guns now.
Yeah, obviously. Alright, folks, let us know what you think right here on Dramatainment. Our Skype line is 011-083-8606. Let us know on Twitter, Brand Live Radio, on Facebook, www.brandlive.co.za as well. We are 27 boxes in Melville. This is the Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Straight to it. It is time for your sports bulletin with Rose Ratacha.
Time to talk about sports.
Don't touch that dial.
It's time for the sports news and the sporting stars of tomorrow right here on
Brand Live.
Kickstarting your sports news with soccer, Polokwane and Chiefs share the spoils. A very good afternoon. I am Rose Ratacha. Kaizer Chiefs failed to break down Polokwane City as they were held to a goalless draw at the Peter Mokaba Stadium on Tuesday. Chiefs started shakily and were close to being behind in the early exchanges as Thabiso Semenya's cross from the right almost snuck in at the far post with Itumeleng Khune beaten. In the 17th minute, Chiefs thought they had come close to the scoring opening goal as Joseph Mulungwane's cross pointed out at Bernard Parker, though George Shugova made a superb save. However, it would not be counted as the striker was ruled offside. And in your golf news, Casey rejoins Europe in hopes of Ryder Cup bid. Back among the top players in golf, Paul Casey is rejoining the European Tour so he can get back to the Ryder Cup. Casey said he will become a European Tour member again after a 3-year absence, making the 40-year-old from England eligible to qualify or be picked for the next year's Ryder Cup in France. He last played in Europe in 2008, matching at Valhalla. "I have missed it too much," Casey said at the Champions. And in motorsport, Hamilton in hot pursuit of Schumacher's record. It may have been ugly, but Lewis Hamilton's success in claiming his 4th world championship on Sunday has moved within range of becoming the most successful racing driver of all time. His ninth place finish at the Mexican Grand Prix was not in the way in which he had hoped to seal his triumphant season, but his racing peers and most paddock observers believed that mattered little. Those were your sports news. Temperatures are still 27 in Johannesburg, 28 in Lagos, and 7 degrees in Washington, D.C. Stay tuned to the Dramatic Talk on brandlive.co.za.
Thank you so much, Rose. Quite interesting, right? Facts right here coming through on sports bulletins. And I mean, I saw Pirates was doing quite amazing. Pirates was doing amazing this past weekend. I mean, they were playing against, I'm not sure what they were playing against, but I know that Tabut Kalinge was actually one that to be amazing, right? Tabut Kalinge is the one to look up to, I guess. He's doing quite amazing.
True,
And
Chiefs was also doing well.
Chiefs also doing well.
Last night, of course.
It's quite a thing. All right, folks, it's 14:31. Thank you so much, Rose. Catch Rose again as she brings you the news bulletins as well, just in a few minutes. Right now, though, I'm going to be having a chill and chat with the CEO and co-founder of Actor Spaces. Just in a few. Hang 10.
All my old friends don't exist now. Just get a rest now. Smoking like a green nigga too loud. Blow a pound just to get right. Never see me on the outside. Blow a pound just to get right. Never see me on the outside. Been changing up a lot now. All my old friends don't exist now. I spend a lot just to get a rest now. Still smoke a lot of green, nigga too loud.
Batman, you like commando. Fake friends like them girl cause them come and go. You got rivers, burn them, make it burn up slow. Them a pray me, free me, this how the story go. All eyes on me, but we inside. Them a sweep on the road, them a switch sides. I'm letting go cause it's okay. Me tell them say oi cause it's okay.
Blow a pound just to get right. Never see me on the outside. Blow a pound just to get right. Blow a pound just to get right, yeah. Never see me on the outside. Never see me on the outside, no. Blow a pound just to get right. Yeah. Never see me on the outside. Yeah. Blow a pound just to get right. Yeah. Never see me on the outside. I've been slowly losing my mind, yeah. The money, the weed, the women that got me inside, yeah. I'm tripping, I'm seeing the zeros and infinite signs, yeah. If you don't know me, nigga, ask your girl, she can tell you I'm higher. Okay, okay, baby girl, I'm okay. I'm okay now, okay now, yeah. I'm okay now. Okay. 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 Baby girl, I'm okay. I'm okay now. Okay now. Yeah. I'm okay now. All my old friends don't exist.
14:35 on brandliveradio.co.za. The dramatic talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Folks, no friends, okay. Fame, Kennedy Green coming through right there. We love it so much right here on the dramatic talk. Alrighty, I did mention that I'm going to be having a chill and chat with CEO and co-founder of Actor Spaces, an amazing movement. And we're hoping, in actual fact, that, we're going to get something interesting from Ayana Sitebe. Welcome to the dramatic talk.
Hey, thank you, Bongs.
Thank you for coming through.
Cool stuff.
First and foremost, tell us about the reason behind starting off Actor Spaces.
I think you've said it there when you said movement. You know, I think it started exactly like that. We wanted to create a movement for actors.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted to create a platform for actors.
Oh, okay.
A platform that's sort of designed and set to celebrate the excellence that's happening. Promote the excellence that's happening. Basically, that's how the movement started.
Nice. Now, promoting and really just, so you're not really just, being one of those, actor publications where you really just profile actors and you let it be as it is.
No, we're more of a resourceful platform for actors, professional actors, upcoming actors. We're not just putting up actors to read about themselves, but we're putting up actors out there to sort of develop themselves.
Nice.
More about development resources.
Nice. That's amazing. Your main objectives of the company?
We mainly committed to development of the arts, there's so many mediocre that's on TV, sorry to say, in terms of performance. So we felt like there needs to be a platform. Personally, I get a lot of messages, inboxes. People want to act, people want, why not create a platform where we can have people just going in one space and finding out whatever they want to find out.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And because you guys have a website, right? Actor Spaces entirely has a stunning website I've seen. And what does the website entail? And what tools can I get, say, as an actor, and I go to Actor Spaces website, what tools can I get when I get there?
So Actor Spaces have a lot of platforms. And when you're talking website, our website is our online magazine.
Nice.
So there's so many tools there. Actually, we've got a platform there called Actor Tools. So if you go in there, it's everything from if you're looking for an agent. It's everything if you're going for an audition, how to ace your audition.
Nice.
There's a corner that's called Directors Corners. We profile like very high profile directors who sort of speak about relationship between actors. So there's plenty on the website.
That's stunning.
Even featuring actors that are doing so well. So learning from actors as well.
Amazing.
You read about their journeys, where they started, where they are, where they're going. So,
stunning.
Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing. It's quite something. I think it came at the right time in South Africa where, you see a lot of up and coming, actors and actresses coming through. And what is your take on the opening up the industry, typical?
Shucks. Yeah, that's a big debate. Eh? I spoke to a friend of mine who said, what are you talking about opening up the industry?
Yeah.
I think young actors should open the industry for themselves. I think actors aspiring actors want the easy way out. They see actors on TV and think it looks pretty when you see it on TV,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of hard work that goes in it. So actors have to work hard. And I think one thing that people forget is that acting is more about understanding yourself.
Nice.
If you work on yourself and you set yourself to be special within the industry will recognize hard work. Industry will always recognize talent.
Absolutely.
So I don't know about opening up the industry. People have to work hard.
People have to just work hard,
People
right?
have to push. People have to learn.
Yeah.
You know, and people want to act. They think you just wake up and act.
And act.
People have to learn. People have to get resources. People have to get to actor spaces as a
That's
platform and see how it all works out.
And I think it's with the industry as a whole. People think you can wake up and do a radio show, or you can just wake up and really just go and host a show, whatever the case may be, right?
It doesn't work like
It
that.
never worked like that.
Yeah.
Now, Anna, tell me the brains behind this machine. I know Marcus DeSando is part of Actor Spaces. I know you've got just Dumom Jali, you've got Palance, you've got, who else do you have in there?
We've got an amazing team. It's so many people. Yes, I've got executive directors, my partners, Palance Ladla, Dumom Jali,
Nice.
Butelezi, Marcus DeSando.
Nice.
I've got an amazing team that's just running like day to day. We've got an amazing editor, Mandisa Vundla, an amazing photographer,
Nice.
Mlungisi Mlungwana. We've got Novuselelo. We've got an amazing team.
So you've really hired, black, people also to work for the company, and that's, really employment.
With me is let's work together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sort of delays development most of the time is that we don't want to collaborate. For me, everyone I'm working with around me, we sort of collaborating to one mission to make Actor Spaces a success.
All right. That's quite profound as well. That's amazing. As a leader, I think, that people should take something from that.
Yeah.
Right. It's 20 before 3 Central African time on Brand Live Radio. You're still chilling to the Dramatic Talk, and we're having a chill and chat with Ayanda Sitebe, who's the CEO and co-founder of Actor Spaces. Now, let's talk about the up-and-coming Actor Spaces workshop happening this Saturday.
So we've got a masterclass coming up on the 4th of November.
Nice.
It's going to start from 8 to 5 o'clock. So basically what the masterclass will entail is fundamentals of acting. It goes back to what I just said in terms of people learning and developing.
Nice.
It's designed for two sets of people.
Nice.
The aspiring actor. So you're going to get there, and by the end of the day, you'll know whether you want to act or not.
Yeah.
The second person is the one individual that's just want to polish their skills. You're as good as your last performance.
Absolutely.
So come in on the 4th. For bookings, I think you can email Lelo at actorspaces.co.za.
Nice.
I think there's limited space now. It's been going crazy. I'm sure by tomorrow.
Shucks, it'll be fully booked. That's amazing. That would be quite amazing, right, for you and everyone else. And just one more thing lastly. You are a brand yourself. You're an actor yourself. And you're now really trying to, take acting as a whole into the industry and really just trying to help out each and every person. Where can we find you on social media?
Shucks, I always forget these handles. But Ayanda Sitebe. I think if you go anywhere on those platforms, look for Ayanda Sitebe.
And tell us about your website?
Yeah.
Quickly.
ayandasitebe.co.za, where you can learn more or find out more information about what I do every day.
Great. And are you allowed to mention the price for Saturday?
Am I?
I don't know if you want to.
It's 300 Rand. It's
great.
300 Rand, and you know what?
It's only 300 Rand. Come on. If you really want to be, people always say, you are saying now that people are always, bugging you to say that they want to be on television, they want to act. And I think this will be an amazing opportunity for them.
It's mainly investing in yourself more than anything. And we always shy away from investing in ourselves. And it's a continuous thing. You always have to work towards developing yourself. And if it means developing yourself, you have to invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
Put money in it.
Put money in it. Couldn't have said it any better. And thank you so much for coming through to the Dramatic Talk, and all the best for Saturday.
Thank you so much, guys.
And the rest of the year and the years to come.
It's done. That's it. I want to stay here the whole day.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, it's 14:43, folks. Coming up is Fashion Fad a little bit later. Thank you so much to Ayanda Sitebe as well. Any questions you have, contact us on 011-083-8606. Find at Actor Spaces on media platforms, Actor Spaces on Facebook, Actor Spaces on Twitter, Actor Spaces on Instagram as well. We'll come back with Fashion Fad. Stick around.
Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. The label, pay for the label. The label, pay for the label.
Blowing up smoke with a vapor. None of that green trees, always playing it safer. Looking off it, about to get lit. Drinking that Henny, no chaser. Pull up with the top down in the Beamer. Yeah, we been looking so fresh. Don't flex with my exes, my coming and
we on the same page, trying to chase the paper.
You know that I gotta
I'm caught in a war with all these many fakers.
All these girls, they gotta call me late.
We on the same page, trying to chase the paper.
You know that I gotta
I'm caught in a war with all these many fakers.
All these girls, they gotta call me late. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. The label, pay for the label. The label, pay for the label. I got my girl on my side, but you stay a side chick, man. You believe all of my lies. All the time, let me pay for you. Bad girls, they running it all to the top, and then I will keep going till I hit it the spot.
Yeah. My darkest hours, dogs walk around us sometime, nigga. We devoted hours to the clock was hours, but it froze like the cops around us. We tried to drink on the fountain, got caught him out, then it puff on the loudest. Got caught him out there, she just still be around us, but she on the couch shit. She do not keep it 1,000. She the same like all these, and we came straight out of the couches. We came straight out of the couches. I'm far away, I spend long days on my palm say it's a Rory in garage way, it's a arcade. Need my credit doing, it's a arcade, yeah. You know that I got the hardest. You know that I am the novice. I am the novice.
Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. Said I won't do you no favors, not throwing my cards on the table. You know that nothing's for free, you gotta pay for the label. The label, pay for the label. The label, pay for the label.
Alrighty, no flavors, confidential right here on Brand Live Radio. The dramatic talk with myself, Bongani Drama. It's a few minutes before 3 p.m. Folks, let's go straight to Fashion Fed.
Fashion Fed.
Alrighty, the first story coming through on a Fashion Fed is the Carlton Hair announces that they have an official partnership with Fashion Week. Now, Fashion Week has been happening throughout the entire week. That is last week, and we don't know whether you were there or whatever the case may be. Now, South Africa's biggest hairdressing group, Carlton Hair, has been announced as the official partner of the SA Fashion Week, and underwritten by Davins Products, slated to be held at the end of the month, and arguably one of the best fashion affairs in the social calendar. SA Fashion Week is a place that trendsetters assemble to spot the next season's hottest looks for the style and beauty from 24th to 28th of October. So it has passed, but it's quite amazing. The next one coming through is Fashion Awards 2017 nominees. Now, the nominees for this year's Fashion Awards at the Royal Albert Hall have been revealed, and the breakthrough star of September's biggest runways, Kaya Geba, is up for Model of the Year. Having turned 16 on the September 3rd, the young daughter of Cindy Crawford and Randy Geba wasted no time making her mark on the international runway. So those are some of the people that really were nominated, and some will get more nominations, and I think we'll give you more of the nomination stories next week. Alrighty. Okay, folks, right now though, it's 14:48 Central African Time on the Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Let's go straight to our last news bulletins.
It's the headlines.
Selling fake medical certificates is big business in Cape Town, and 8 killed by truck driver on New York bike path in cowardly act of terror. A very good afternoon. I am Rose Rataga. A list of 10 illegally practicing or unregistered medical practitioners issuing bogus medical certificates for people to get off work in the Western Cape has been released by the Health Professions Council of South Africa, HPCSA. The aim is to create awareness amongst employers, employees, and the public. Spokesperson Priscilla Sikhonyana says the HPCSA has in its possession 28 fake medical certificates reported to the Cape Town office. Ground Up reported in 2015 that fake medical certificates were being sold in Katlehong on the East Rand in Johannesburg. Last week, the HPCSA released a statement saying during an inspection at the Lister Medical Center in Johannesburg, 8 people were arrested for practicing illegally. The selling of fake medical certificates is also a business in Cape Town. Ground Up tracked down 3 different people who were selling fake medical certificates, but only one would speak about the practice and only on condition of anonymity. Operating from an informal settlement in Khayelitsha, Luyolo, not his real name, says selling medical certificates is big business and has been doing it for so many years. A man in a rented pickup truck mowed down pedestrians and cyclists along a busy bike path near the World Trade Center Memorial on Tuesday, killing at least 8 and seriously injuring 11 in what the mayor called a particularly cowardly act of terror. The driver was shot in the abdomen by police after jumping out of the truck with what turned out to be a fake gun in each hand and shouting what witnesses says was Allahu Akbar, Arabic for God is great, authorities said. The man underwent surgery and was in critical condition but was expected to survive. The driver barreled along the bike path in a rented Home Depot truck for the equivalent of about 14 blocks or around 8/10 of a mile before slamming into a small yellow school bus. The mayhem and the burst of police gunfire set off panic in the neighborhood and left the pavement strewn with mangled bicycles and bodies that was soon covered with sheets. That was all for your news bulletin. This is brandlive.co.za.
Thank you so much, Rose. Quite, interesting facts coming through there on your news bulletins. And I don't understand, someone selling medical certificates, and this thing has been happening for quite some time.
Absolutely. And do you understand that people are actually struggling to get into institutions so that they can get a proper doctorate to be medical practitioners? Yet people are selling these certificates out there.
Talking about that, because I saw actually a facility, a medical facility, just I think in Newtown actually, and I was just like, but what is going on? Why is it situated in this place? I don't want to be so judgmental about it, but I think it needs to be investigated somehow, because I really don't believe that it stands, with the real medical legalization of whatever that's happening, really, because it's situated in a very dodgy place.
It's quite dangerous as well, because this is where illegal abortions happen.
Absolutely.
And then we wonder about infant mortality and the rate of mortality in South Africa because of such condonement of we're condoning these behaviors.
It's quite a thing, yeah? It's quite interesting. All right, Rose, thank you so much for those news bulletins, and thank you so much also for today. Alrighty, now on the Convo Corner, we're talking one night stands, and someone that came through here, Kit Lobelo on Instagram, she mentions that I don't know if now she says that she was visiting a brother of hers, and his boy was there. Now his friend was there, and it had been a haluva dry season for her, so she thought, let me just dip in for it. Plus the dude was cute. I even put aside the fact that he's one of those boys. Now we made out in the kitchen and I got all excited. Kanti, he was selling me dreams. We got to the bed and brothers was fumbling, or maybe he was too excited. So apparently the guy was too excited. He was just going for it, and he did things that the girl couldn't really believe.
Yeah,
that
and
were
thank
happening.
you to the girl for sharing.
You know?
So many people don't want to share.
So many people don't want to share. But thank you so much, folks, for playing with us right here on the Dramatic Talk on Brand Live Radio.co.za. The name is Bongani Drama. Now, if you missed the show, we had a lot to talk about right here on the show, including the Convo Corner. We were talking about one night stands, and on Dramatainment, literally, we were talking about MT and showing off his Mendingo. And we spoke about Remy Ma, who landed a new album deal, teams up with Lil Kim to attack Nicki Minaj. And we had Ayanda Sitebe, as well, CEO of Active Spaces, who was here with us and had an amazing chat with us. And on Fashion Fed, we looked at Carlton Hair announces official hair partnership with ASAP Fashion Week. And lastly, on Fashion Fed, we were talking the Fashion Awards 2017 nominee as well. So it was quite an amazing show.
I enjoyed, but it went by so quickly. Time flies when you're having so much fun.
It's just an hour, and it was quite amazing. Rose, thank you so much. Just to again next week.
Absolutely, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, folks. Thank you as well to you for streaming in. It has been a quite amazing and another stunning installment of the Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama, right on PrintLiveRadio.co.za. Taking us home and taking you home is Every Day by Mark, and that's closing off our show for this afternoon. The name is Bongani Drama. Keep it, know it, and never forget it. To God be the glory. Bye-bye.
I don't remember what sober feel like. If it got a percentage, I damn well really like. I never drive sober, I'm always in high definition vision. Got a daddy HD television vision. Whoa, my drink is smoking, my iPhone is ringing, and small ladies on the way like first for woman. Put them in my crystal glass, I got thirst for woman. Let's fill them up to the peak. Make sure you don't mess on the brothers Louis sneaks. I just wanna get faded every day. Lima chita go fella every day. Mandela money we make it every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid every day. I just wanna get faded every day. Lima chita go fella every day. Mandela money we make it every day. I just wanna get paid. I just wanna get paid every day. On a mark, c'est pas quoi ta fille. Shoot man, c'est ma boy, yeah. C'est pas fucking compressor, man. Passage au chat, man. I hope us with a boy. Bazos pas there.
It's time to buckle up.
Now, this is Bongani Drama.